Hi, today's card I'm making is a card that was requested by one of my classmates in my swim class. It's for her granddaughter who's be turning 1 year old. This card went together really quick. It features a Stampin' Up stamp set, which I've had for some time, and the inside just has a simple happy birthday message in it. Let me go over the materials that this card uses. I have a card base cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have 2 white panels cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have 1 purple panel, which I believe this was, let me double check, 4.5 by 3.5. And I have a white piece of paper, which is cut about 4.5 by 3.5. This is just approximate. The inks I'm going to be using today is Versafine Onyx Black, Lady Bug, Tangelo, Lulu Lavender, and New Sprout, all by Memento. The stamp sets I'm going to be using is Circles by Hero Arts. I have a metal frame, which I got from Amazon. No name for that. Because You Care by Stampin' Up. And Well Connected Alphabet by My Favorite Things. This stamp set allows you to make words and makes it look like you have a stamp of this word by using each individual letter. The letters connect to each other very well, and it's very easy to do it. Okay, I also am going to need a Stampin' Up 1 1/4 inch square punch. Okay, let me clear up this stuff and just jump right into the card. First step is going to be to make the background. I have made the background with all these 3 different size circles and these inks. So I'm going to start off with the largest, which is going to be the one I want to be the most prominent, which is the Lulu Lavender. So I have this copy paper to protect my work surface, but you just go all over and put, oop, I missed a little bit there. You know what, I'm going to start that over because I don't like how that looks. 2-sided paper saves the day. So as I was saying, you just start by just putting random circles all over the paper, and it looks more realistic if you go over the ends of the paper and not just all on flat on the paper. So I think that's enough of the large circle. I have this bowl I have soaked with my homemade stamp cleaner to speed up with the cleaning. So I also want the next size in the same color. Just a couple of these. I want the purple to be the prominent color. So I'm going to do this in all of the sizes. And I'm going to do a little something here, and in the center of the large circles I'm going to stamp with the smallest circle, and that gives it a shadow. Some of them I'll stamp a little bit off center to make it a little bit more interesting, I think. Even though it's the same ink color, because it's stamping the center double time, it makes it appear that it's darker. It's a way to stretch your stamps out. And I want just a couple of these little orange ones. Not too many. Oops, I missed that one. But just a couple. See if I can fix that. Yep. All right. I'm just going to speed up through this. Okay, I think that's enough because it's just the background. Okay, I'm Leave that out. Set that aside, and I'm done with these for now. Actually, no, I'm not. Let's do the inside while I still have it. So the inside, we'll say happy birthday to you with Versafine. Just stamp it in the center. And a couple of the dots on the inside to tie it in. Okay, now let's set that aside. And now I'm going to go to my Big Shot machine and cut this frame. I'll be right back. And this is the result from the Big Shot. So as you see, you end up with 4 pieces which you can use in something else. I don't need it for this, so I'm going to just set this aside. And this is the part that I need. Okay. Now I'm taking this last piece of white and I'm going to stamp the 3 pictures that I have. The baby, I'm going to stamp out of the purple. Because this is a silhouette stamp, which means it's a lot of extra color for the dark. The outline is dark and the baby is light, it's white. You'll have to make sure that you give a good solid impression so it's not spotty. So the way I do it is I usually drag it across the stamp pad and make sure that I got a good coverage, and of course it'll be streaky, and then go straight up and down to work out those streaks. That's how I do it to make sure that I get a good coverage. It's up to you, whichever works for you. So stamp sort of near the bottom, and that's good. And I want the heart out of red. Okay. I think I stamped a little bit over for, I might not have enough room. We'll see. And the party hat out of green. Come on, fit. Ooh, a little tight. Might have to do this stamping again. So, as I mentioned, 2-sided paper. I could just grab another, you know what, I'll just grab another piece of white. I've got a big bucket of it right here. But if that happened to you, you could just flip it over and stamp the other side. Luckily, white paper is very cheap. Okay, so make sure that you keep these a little close together so you don't run out of space like I did. Now I need my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this top part out because this will be the name. So I know that needs to be at least 1.25 inches. I think. Let me double check that. Yes, 1.25 inches. And it is already 4 inches wide. Okay. Now we will start off with the stamping of a special day. Over in the corner to allow room for the name. Now I have all of the letters to do the name Cosette already on this block, so I just need to pick them up one at a time. Okay, come on, stop that. Turn the baby, turn the mother. Okay. See? Okay, this stamp set you just take and you stamp a little bit over the last letter and it automatically will connect. So you just make sure that you're stamping right over where the other one ends. See? And it is an invisible connection if you do it right. You see? And I'll speed up through this part too. Make a little bit of room here. It's now time to start putting stuff together. Taking my bone folder, press a seam, and my ATG gun, tape down the background. And this I'm going to glue it down with a little Tombow. You just flip it over and just lightly put a line of adhesive along the edges. Don't put too much if you have this particular die because the glue will seep through the holes and that will make a big mess. You don't want that. Okay, and just put it centered. But straight. Okay. And press it down. Now, taking the punch out each one of the pictures one at a time. Make sure you center it in the punch and just press. If you did not have this punch, you could stamp these on your paper and just trim it by hand. Where's the other piece? But the punch makes it really easy. Okay. Now, I want to darken the edges a little bit. So I have my sponge daubers, my finger daubers, and I'm going to just daub the ends of each one of the stamps with the color ink that I used. Okay, now the final assembly. I need to bring in my foam tape. I'm going to go and get a bow because I think this needs a little bow. Be right back. Okay, I have my bag of bows and I also need my glue dots. Alrighty. Put the bow on the dot and then the bow dot on your card. Very simple. Okay, that's the finished card. Except there's no sparkle, and you know me and sparkle. There. Now I feel better. Alright, that's the finished card. I hope you will try to generate this card yourself using whatever stamps you had. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I turn out content pretty frequently. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.